Harry Cole's son, the son.
Thank you, Prime Minister. You said that it will become increasingly normal for 3 jabs to be required on vaccine certification. When are you planning on making that the rule in Britain? And wouldn't it be totally unfair, given that millions of people who've suffered Omicron over this Christmas period have to wait for 28 days to get their jab? So can you rule that out until February? And Prime Minister, if I may, can I draw your attention to an article you wrote for The Sun on the 31st of May, 2016, where you said that if we leave the EU, energy bills will be lower for everyone. EU rules mean we cannot take VAT off those bills, and the least wealthy are particularly hard. You went on to directly promise when we vote leave, we will be able to scrap this unfair and damaging tax. Yet as Prime Minister, you're refusing calls to cut VAT or scrap VAT on energy bills. What's changed, or were you misleading voters?
Not at all. But on your point about certification and the booster, look, I mean, I understand what you're saying, Harry, and we certainly don't want to do anything that's unfair to anybody. But clearly, there will be countries that are going to start saying, for travel purposes, for instance, that getting a booster is their condition for allowing Brits to arrive there. So it will be very much to people's advantage. Let me put it that way. It will be very much to people's advantage to get your booster. And when we propose to change the definition of vaccine certification, we'll be sure to give people plenty of time and plenty of opportunity. And I take your point about the unfairness for people who've had Omicron over Christmas. That is a very reasonable point. But on your point about VAT on energy bills, I mean, I think it is slightly paradoxical that this is now being campaigned for by people who actually wanted to remain in the EU and still do, when it would be impossible to deliver within the EU. We will continue to listen to businesses and consumers about how to abate the costs of energy, Harry. And in the meantime, there are all sorts of things that we can do to help people. And I appreciate the difficulties that people are facing because of the increase in gas prices. But you know, where we've got the warm home discount, £140 rebate on energy bills, winter fuel payments that cover 11.4 million pensioners, and the cold weather payments and so on, as well as a £500 million contribution through local government to help those who need it most. Harry, I'm not ruling out further measures, and you are quite right to draw attention, as I did in that piece, to the potential that is contained in the freedom to regulate our own VAT. Whether the argument, as you know, is that it's a bit of a blunt instrument, and the difficulty is that you end up also cutting fuel bills for a lot of people who perhaps don't need the support in quite the direct way that we need to give it. We need to help people who are in fuel poverty the most. But as I say, we will listen to consumers and to businesses as we go forward, and we are certainly and Rishi Sunak is very mindful of the increase in energy prices and the effect of the increase in energy prices on people up and down this country, and we are going to do what we can to help. Chris, anything you want to say about energy prices? Okay, right.